Hiya, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Laugh Preserver. I don't know when this video will go up. I'm on my way to a place where internet is spotty at best. But anyways, I am on my way to San Francisco with my grandma and grandpa here. And I am going on an expedition to China. I love airports. Just got through security. Here we are. I've made it. Beijing International Airport. Kunming. Yeehaw. We're almost there. Kunming at long last. Here we are, Kunming International Airport. And there's Dad up there. He came to meet us. Heading into Kunming. So, got in to Kunming last night, and Dad and I got home about, 3:30 in the morning. So we're in this little apartment here in Kunming.
And I'm dead.
And I'm dead
too!
There's Toby and Daddy.
And Mom. I hope you will put up with a little of my foolishness, but you are already doing that. I am jealous for you.
Look at this. Just a nice little apartment, but yeah, it's good to finally be here. It is good to be here and done traveling. That first morning, Dad and I went out and took a walk around the neighborhood we used to live in, taking in some of the old sights as well as some of the new ones.
Nope, now he's pulling it back out.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, buddy. Remember this intersection? Before any of this was here, used to have a thing in the middle of the intersection when we moved here with a mean-looking policeman directing cars.
I do remember that.
He stood up on the platform.
We've got the old and the new. Look at that. So here we have the new building since we moved here. And Dad and I were saying that this is more what China was like when we first came here.
Except the horse carts aren't here.
9 years ago or something like that. So, we are going for a walk. We are going for a walk outside because we got up this morning to look outside to see. Oh, Mom's got to take a picture.
Okay, one more. Go ahead. I gotta get Dad.
We got up this morning to see snow. We lived here in Kunming for 2 years, and we lived in China and were around here during the winter time for 5. This is only the second time we've seen this much snow here. Kunming in winter. Look at this. Not very often that you see snow around here.
Hi.
There's
I'm not
Arlo.
dead this time.
There's Arlo.
Don't even joke.
Yeah, pair of gloves with fingers.
We stayed in Kunming for several days after I arrived. While we were there, my brothers and I decided to have a little bit of fun. Needless to say, we kept ourselves pretty well entertained. Well, we've been in Kunming a few days now, and this morning we are heading north into the mountains. Mountains being a relative term since we're already at 6,000 feet above sea level.
I need my windows down.
So Arlo just made an astute observation. He noted that you never see oil for sale at a gas station in America. And I said, well, no, you see oil for sale. Well, he corrected me and said, you won't see cooking oil for sale outside at a gas station in America. Wow, look at that thing.
Did you see his,
Wow.
smoke?
We finally got out of the smog. Mom and Dad said it was clear before I got here, but this is the first time I've seen blue sky. Beautiful. So clear. Look at these buildings. Huge buildings. Chuxiong was just a little town when we come here. Well, just little buildings at least. Probably nothing above 10 stories. Probably nothing much above 5. Look at it now. Okay, so up in front of us, we've got an ambulance that we've been following for like 10 minutes now.
It passed us.
It passed us a little while ago, like 10 minutes ago. He's got his lights on and his siren, but he doesn't seem to quite have power to pass these cars.
We hope it's not an emergency.
Yeah. So you've got farm fields here,
Little old ladies.
high rises here. Oh, and there's the ambulance from earlier. He still has his lights on.
Don't even let him capture this.
This
You just gotta
intersection
go
is
for it.
slightly more what Chinese intersections used to be like
Slightly.
this.
There's that ambulance.
Oh, and there's our
there's our
ambulance.
ambulance.
There he goes.
He got through.
It's a passenger ambulance.
Should we plow
Where's
the
he
way
going?
for him?
Here we go. This here is a tollaji.
Kind of.
Kind of. There's other ones that are more primitive than this, but
primitive.
those are the fancy new tollajis that they introduced about the time they moved here. Look at these monstrous big mountains towering up above the valley. We're getting into the high country, edging our way closer to Tibet. So we just got here to our hotel in Dali. We're kind of getting settled in. Us boys are enjoying our pull tab sodas, which have not yet gone out of vogue in China.
You already said that, son.
And we got our heater going. This hotel has heaters. And you see, the way hotels work in China is you have to insert a card into this little card reader, like your door card, in order for the electricity to turn on. But since you have to take that when you go out, that means you can't leave the heater on when you go out. So we have fooled this one by using my Albany Public Library card.
I made you a can. Tastes good.
This is the old town of Dali.
This is pretty. That wasn't.
So we're here in Dali walking through the old town. So mostly it's a lot of shops and touristy things. We got some beautiful buildings here. And some loud scooters.
There's the church.
Yeah, right up here we can see a big church. Three-self church here. Now would be a good time for me to give you a little insight on the Three Self Church of China. This is the government-approved church and the only place one can legally be a Christian in China. That said, it is far from freedom of religion. No one under the age of 18 may attend, and they cannot teach the divinity of Christ or anything else the government deems inappropriate. Needless to say, they generally oblige, since, as often as not, the head pastor is an atheist and a high member in the Communist Party.
So Dali is a very ancient city, and until pretty recently, actually, it was a walled city. So a lot of the wall still exists, including the 4 old gates. Now, while we were here, when we lived here, they decided to rebuild the gates because, I don't know why, they decided that they weren't Chinese enough or something. And now, they've decided to rebuild the gates again. Don't ask me why. I guess, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you can see this ancient gate being rebuilt for the second time in as many years. Look at those majestic mountains rising up above Dali Old Town. We're at 8,000 feet here, so those probably reach up 10, 11, something like that. Beautiful. So we've got all of our little trinkets, the tourist trinkets, and Mao's little red book back up there in a bunch of languages. If you want to learn your communism, this is the way to come. This is the place to come do it. McDonald's delivery bike.
Well, thank you for watching this first part of my trip to China. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me next time as we head further north to the ancient city of Lijiang, where we'll get to see some real mountains and so much more. Till then.